What is up, everybody? Welcome back once again to Hot Toys Hotline. As always, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are currently sitting at about 990 subscribers, guys, and we have a goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and drop a like on this video. Of course, as I have mentioned previously, we will be doing a Hot Toys giveaway as well as some other stuff to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. I can't believe we're almost there. But once again, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Today, I have a fun video for you all today. We're going to be talking about The Mandalorian, specifically The Mandalorian Season 3. I'm going to let you guys know what my top 5 must-have figures are for the Season 3 wave of The Mandalorian figures from Hot Toys. So let's get right into it, guys. First one we're going to talk about today is my boy, Greef Karga, guys. So Greef Karga obviously is long overdue. I think ever since Season 1, Greef Karga kind of captured our hearts, and a lot of us were really hoping to see a figure for him. Unfortunately, I don't know if it has something to do with the licensing for Carl Weathers, who is the actor who plays Greef Karga, but we have not seen anything yet for Greef Karga. I absolutely love this new look for him. I love how the droids kind of hold his cape as he walks through the town. I think that's hilarious. And it's very fitting for this character. And I don't want to spoil anything, guys. I'm going to keep this as spoiler-free as possible for those who haven't seen the first episode. But you do get to see him in action in the first episode, and I would absolutely love to see Greef Karga. Carl Weathers is an absolute legend. I have much enjoyed many films that he has been in throughout the years. Apollo Creed. Also, he was in Predator as Dylan. An absolutely iconic actor, and we all know and love him. So I'd love to see a figure of Greef Karga. Moving on to the next one, guys. Now, this one may surprise some of you, but I'm going to tell you why at the very end. I have a very good reason for wanting this figure. Peli Motto, guys. Now, I know some people think this character is a little corny. Me, I absolutely love this character, guys, and I would love to see a figure of her. Again, later on in the video, I'm going to mention exactly why, but I've enjoyed her appearances thus far, and she has played quite an important role in some ways, more than we would think throughout the 2 previous seasons. So Peli Motto has to be on my list. I would love to see her as a figure. Moving on to my next one, guys. And this one may surprise some of you. This may be one that some people have maybe forgotten about, but I certainly have not forgotten about him. Guys, I'm talking about Dr. Pershing. Now, the reason I want Dr. Pershing, guys, he's obviously very much important to the story. And not only that, there's still a lot of mystery behind the character. I feel like we haven't seen too much of him. However, obviously the key to why Grogu was taken and everything that they're doing with Grogu all kind of filters through Dr. Pershing. So I would love to see a figure of him just because obviously he's so important to the story. I think it would fit really cool in a Mandalorian display. And I think it would make for a great figure. And the more Imperials we can get, the better. And I think this should just be something different that would fit in your Mandalorian display. And again, I think he's a very important character, more than some of us may like to admit, just because we haven't seen him get much screen time. However, I do hope to see more of him in this 3rd season because there's a lot of mystery behind him, in my opinion. So because of that, I got to have Dr. Pershing in my collection. Moving on, guys, the next one. This might hint you to what my final one is, but the next one, guys, is going to be the Mandalorian and Grogu N1 Starfighter set. So, guys, I already know. A lot of people watching this video right now are like, are you kidding me? Another Mandalorian, another Grogu? Hear me out, guys. Obviously, we see Mandalorian and Grogu sitting inside of the M1 Starfighter, and I think for good reason, right? I'm wondering if this is a version of the Mandalorian that is much more posable. That way he could fit into the N1. I don't know if there's going to be special modification to the body or what have you. However, possibly if we're going to be seeing this M1 Starfighter, guys, I got to have the Mandalorian Grogu set to go along with it because you got to have somebody to pilot your N1 Starfighter. Now, moving on, guys, I think you know what the next one is, and I think that's very, very obvious, but of course, we're going to pull it up here on the screen. My final must-have from the Mandalorian Season 3 is going to be, guys, yeah, the N1 Starfighter. This one is definitely my most sought-after release for the Mandalorian as a whole. So, of course, I mentioned earlier why I wanted Peli as one of my announcements. This is why, guys. The N1 Starfighter, who built the N1 Starfighter is Peli. Peli, along with her crew of droids and Jawas, helped put this thing together. So, got to have Peli to go along with it. And, of course, guys, this is my most anticipated announcement from The Mandalorian. Yes, I know there's a lot of doubters. It is a very large vehicle. There's going to be a lot that goes into it. Hot Toys is going to really have to think about this in terms of how they're going to ship it out. pricing and things like that, but I think that they're going to do it, guys. I really do. I very much believe in this project, and I think now more than ever, it's definitely very possible. And if it does end up happening, I am absolutely going to pick this up. I'm also considering hanging it from my ceiling. I think that would be really cool, but that's just me. But yeah, guys, I wanted to keep this video shorter. Let's go back to the main camera, and we'll kind of close out my thoughts here of this video. I didn't want to go too crazy on this one because, again, I didn't want to include any spoilers. Maybe if you guys enjoyed this quick video, we'll do another one after season 3 of The Mandalorian is over. That way, all of the spoiler-related content is on the table. We'll obviously have seen more characters show up, and I'm sure that's going to bring other more important releases to mind once we're able to see who actually will show up in the season that we're not expecting. So definitely I will consider doing one once The Mandalorian season 3 is over. This is just my non-spoiler hopes and wants from Mandalorian season 3, stuff that we've obviously seen in promo photos and such. If you haven't seen the first episode, you would have already seen this if you watched trailers and such. So I'm really excited for this season, guys. The first episode was absolutely fantastic. If you haven't had a chance to see it yet, definitely check it out. I think it was awesome. It was a bit shorter than I expected. However, I do think they managed their time very well, and I am very excited to see the next episode this coming Wednesday. So that's all I got for you guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed this quicker video. I know some of my videos get a little long-winded, but this is a quicker one, just kind of sharing my thoughts on some announcements I'm hoping to see. But that's all I got for you guys. Once again, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And thank you so much, as always, for your continued support. Drop a like on this video. And guys, as always, comment down below your top 5 most anticipated announcements for The Mandalorian Season 3. I would love to hear what you have to say, and I can't wait to read your comments and respond to you guys. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you next time.